Now would you look at that? Isn't this a gorgeous motorcycle? This is a motorcycle that you click a picture of and put it as a wallpaper in your bedroom. This is a Royal Enfield Continental GT-R650 and this is a very significant motorcycle because Royal Enfield is going racing.
And the name of this racing series is called as Royal Enfield GT Cup, wherein Royal Enfield conducted tryouts for over 100 participants as part of its selection round. And then they narrowed it down to the fastest 18 who are now competing in the championship. Above everything else, this gives a fantastic opportunity for budding racers in India who can now be a part of a one-make motorcycle championship where they get to experience a big and powerful twin-cylinder motorcycle. And once they qualify, they will be able to partake in races all across India on all major racetracks our country has to offer.
And that lets them do something like this, which is line up at a race circuit for their very own race. Now, is that not exciting?
The first race took place at Curry Motor Speedway in Coimbatore, which was the inaugural race for the Royal Enfield GT Cup. 18 racers and 2 wildcard entries made for an exciting 20-bike race, which was fought till the last lap, following which the first winners were also announced and given prizes as well. Aside from this experience, the racers and their families also get to witness the ambience of a race weekend and see how exactly it is for racers who are new and experienced across all classes, be it two-wheelers or four-wheelers. All in all, it is a great initiative that brings back the essence of racing on retro motorcycles.
And that's not it. The next step for Royal Enfield is that now they will be coming up with a riding academy where they will teach you to be faster and safer at a racetrack. And that brings us to the motorcycle itself, the Continental GT-R650.
And what a good looking motorcycle this is. We also got to experience the motorcycle for a few laps and it was remarkably better than the standard motorcycle in terms of mid-range power delivery and how confidence inspiring it was around corners right from lap 1.
Now remember how we've always mentioned that this twin-cylinder engine is fantastic? Well, Royal Enfield thinks so too because they haven't made any changes to it. They've also not changed anything in the chassis setup and they've kept the geometry identical to the Continental GT650 as well. What they have changed though is that they've changed the rider's triangle. So now you have these new foot pegs which are higher up and further back, and you have these new clip-on handlebars which are a lot lower than your standard handlebars. Also you have a new seat, but this is actually the touring seat which you can also buy as an accessory from the Royal Enfield store. All of these combined gives you a much more committed riding posture, a lot more focus for you to attack those corners as well as those straights. However, the keyword here, the big improvement that comes from the motorcycle comes from weight savings, and a big portion of it comes from these new exhausts.
How much, you ask? Well, the standard exhaust weighs about 25 kilos and the ones you see on this bike weighs about 5.5 kilos. That alone makes for about 20 kgs of weight saving. The headlamps and its assembly, the tail lamps, the main stand and some other bits have been taken out as well, which combine to make it lose a total of 24 kgs. Also, thanks to the new exhaust, power is up about 5 to 6 horsepower on the Continental GT-R650, and for Curry, the motorcycles ran a smaller front sprocket for shorter gearing.
On top of that, the suspension has been updated too. The rear shocks are not progressive anymore and the front suspension is running thicker fork oil for better damping control. And all of this is tied together by these tires.
Royal Enfield says that this entire modification costs about 1 lakh rupees over the standard Continental GT650, and given that with so few updates the motorcycle has become so much faster, shows how good a platform Royal Enfield has on their hands.
Now to wrap this story up, I want to mention something personal. I follow motorcycle racing rigorously, and I think for people like me who like motorcycles, track days and motorcycle racing in general, this is a very big boost that Royal Enfield is giving this push to those who want to enter the racing segment in India. Having said that, we have also ridden the motorcycle and that was a fantastic experience, but the only thing that is left to be seen is where does Royal Enfield take it from here.